woke up, I felt like a renewal in the Lord. And I woke up this morning, it must have been about 6 o'clock or whatever it was, and I was just praying and spending time with the Lord. And the Lord began to speak to me about vision. You know, how when we were in the other sanctuary, how the Lord was writing checks for restitution. You remember that? And the Lord said, I want to remind you of what I've spoken. You know, sometimes vision as a father for your children and your natural, even your spiritual sons and daughters, and whether you're a pastor or an apostle, whatever that looks like. Your heart is to see your kids grow and you see them be able to fulfill their calling and their purpose in their life. And sometimes we take that burden upon ourselves because you just want so badly for them just to get it, just for them to see. You know, I speak for my kids. When I see my kids, you know, sometimes I look at my kids and like, man, what, son, you don't have to go through those things. You don't have to mess with that. But they'll still do it their own way. And then they fall, they get back up. But as a father, you don't want them to have to learn the hard way, right? And the Lord was just telling me this morning, you can't want it more than them. But I really feel like the Lord is saying that this morning was a morning of restored vision for us. That the Lord was going to position us in the place that we needed to be able to see the original intent and the original vision, like He said it was, for every one of us in our own lives, even those that are watching through media all over the world. You see, I remember a long time ago, I would go to these meetings, we would travel all over the place, and I would pray for people. And my heart was for them, was the nations. Because that's my heart. And I would pray for everybody, and they would come in a prayer line, and I'm like, God, give them the nations, God. I declare the nations, God. The nations, God. And I'm praying the nations for all these people. And then I came to one person, and the Lord said, stop it. He said, this one I haven't called to the nations. And my prayer was, because I'm a father, I want to see everybody go. But not everybody's called to go. We all have a portion in the kingdom. So this morning, I just feel like the Lord is restoring vision to allow us to see our portion this season. Because see, I can't make you hungry. You just got to be hungry. And the hunger comes from a place of intimacy with the Lord. When you lock yourself in the place of the secret place and you're with the Father, you're like, God, I don't know what it looks like, God, but I just want more of you. I just want more of you. I just want more, God. You see, hunger will pull the glory to us. It attracts the presence of God. That's why when Jesus was walking the street, the woman grabbed the hem of His garment, and immediately Jesus said, somebody pulled virtue. That was the hunger, the desperation. But I just declare, God, this morning, that you would restore vision to us, God. Every spiritual cataract that the enemy has tried to place upon our eyes, Lord, that you would break those scales off right now. Lord, we declare your season is at hand, God. We break every agreement with the enemy, God, this season, God. And we say, Lord, that your will be fulfilled in this house, in this place, God. We break every demonic assignment. We break every attack from the enemy. We say, now is the time. And we declare freedom in this house. Freedom in this house, God. I just feel like weeping and just, gosh. Thank you, Father. Because you're so good, God. Thank you for the renewing this morning, God. Thank you for the refreshing, God. Listen, it's right there. All you got to do is take it. Just take it. Be refreshed this morning. No longer speak the things that you spoke before. No longer speak negativity into the atmosphere. No longer agree with the whispers of the enemy. No longer magnify what the devil is doing. But we would magnify the goodness of God. Because He's a good God. And He loves you so much.